And here we go. And we have in the bottom right, spawning in the red, it lists the Protoss Trumpet, which I believe is Koshki, but we don't know yet. I cannot, like, you know, I cannot assure you that. In the top left, we have the Blue Zerg. He is Mala. Jelly Chef says Trumpet. Everyone's so polite. Trumpet already going for very center wall off. I want to see some shenanigans. Why? This is like the perfect moment to send me the most bizarre game you've played in your recent ladder history. And you decide to send me the most polite game. The most standard stuff. But okay. You know what, Mala? Mala, you're good. You're going for pool first. Not expanding. Sending the OVs. Playing shenanigans. It's all in anyway. Oh, and what do we see here? Mala, thank you so much for this moment. We have a proxy hatch on the way. Already Trumpet pulling a couple of workers there. Trying to force that cancel. Oh my god. Come on, Timmy. Get in there. Do the zappy zap. In the meantime, Trumpet blocking this location. Especially, she wants to make sure whether or not Mala's gonna expand at some point. Oh, there we go. Nice distribution. I don't know if the distribution helps at all, but I think this is actually gonna complete. Maybe the Zella is gonna like make the difference. But right now, with this decoy here that we got going on, there's a couple of Zerglings already on the way towards Trumpet's base. Trumpet has already completed their wall, so I don't know if Mala's gonna be able to get in. But we'll see. Let's see what happens to this worker. Okay, there's the killing. Yeah, definitely gonna be able to go in there. Targeting the pylon, which I think is the best thing to do right now. We want to depower those buildings. And here comes Trumpet with all of her units. Oh dear. Yeah, losing that pylon, not ideal. I mean, she does have enough to actually rebuild it and seal this off, but oh man, so many workers lost, so much time lost in terms of production. In the meantime, Mala has actually taken a double expansion right now, which I think is the right thing to do for him. He did so much damage in that first engagement. Ooh, so Trumpet has walled actually her Zealot off, which does not allow her to defend this, but I don't know, maybe just bring a Stalker out or an Adept, it'll be fine. It's nothing too bad. So this game is kind of reset at this point after that prior engagement that Mala unleashed. A little bit, yeah. I think he's Y Scion. Hell yeah. Is Y Scion still streaming though? I haven't heard from her in like forever. Here comes Trumpet's scouting adept. Rebig last time, indeed. You haven't missed yours though, so you're at the right time here. So now Trumpet shades in, sees everything. She sees no gases taken. Getting a couple of workers there. Now Mala brings the Queen to respond to this. I think this adept is good to go between bases. It's going to be a little bit annoying for Mala to deal with. There we go. Trumpet making her way back. I was about to say I would like to see Trumpet go Stargate, but yeah, she's definitely going to. We don't know however, if she's gonna go for... Well, there we go. It's gonna be a Phoenix opener this time. I think this is a good idea for Trumpet, because there's a couple of overloads she could probably catch. There's not much overlord spread by Mala, but it's fine anyway. I think she could snipe a couple and still it'd be worth her while. But yeah, I think yeah, the oracles are definitely due. And there's actually no static defense for Mala. There are no spores on any of the bases. So, and I don't even think, wait a second, I don't even think, oh yeah, no, she definitely scouted the Stargate, yeah. Dep's doing more damage, bringing more pain to the base. But there's Mala with the cleanup. Busy living the adult life. Hell yeah. Now more units in production for Mala, and he's actually now gonna make the spores to fend off Trumpet. Now that he knows that Trumpet is definitely going for a little bit of air. There hasn't been any, there's not gonna be any addition for this Stargate, so I don't think there's gonna be air toss this game. But Trumpet is already setting up to maybe doing some gateway robo attacks. And she's actually going for that third base already, which I definitely like. It's a little bit, it's refreshing, honestly, to see Mala play a more econ-based game versus Mala, or versus Zerg in general. Yeah, harass definitely better. Oracles are way better, but I think, well, in terms of versus Zerg, if a Protoss builds a Phoenix or a few Phoenixes, they can snipe Overlords pretty easily. And what that does is that they keep the Zerg from getting too much map control, too much map vision, and also it obviously hinders their supply. So you can use a combination of both. You can use either one or the other. It depends on your style, basically, Tomas. So here we go. Mala is taking now his fourth base. Trumpets will be trying to get those units. Oh, she's actually gonna, you're gonna lose that Oracle. Damn. A little bit unfortunate there. And Mala actually going for a much more solid economy. She knows that she's probably kind of in an even terms with Trumpet. I wouldn't say like in the lead, but in even terms definitely. At least in terms of econ, but she has to, I mean, he has to be at least 2 bases on top of Trumpet. That's where Zerg wants to be, for sure. Here we have a couple of house scouts. Just checking the bases around, making sure there's no hidden tech or anything. But I do like the army supply advantage right now for Trumpet. It's not that significant at this point because we're in very early stages of the game still. It's not like, it's not even minute 10. But I do like the composition that she's starting to go for. Look at that. Plus, this is what, +2 already? +3? This has to be +2 or +3 melee weapons. We got charge on the way as well, just halfway done. We have more gateways on the way. Trumpet has always been pretty good at spending and macroing in general. Whenever she does it, she's actually pretty good at it. Oh, and I really like this Erling spread from Mala. Just so good. He'll be able to see whenever Trumpet decides to move out, that's for sure. And Mala already saturating his 4th and 5th base. There goes Trumpet with the scout as well, trying to clear some scouting lings. And she's now actually going to attempt to get the 4th base up, which I think it's been a little bit overdue for now, especially for how safe Mala is playing right now, just staying at his base. But now we see both armies actually move out, and this army looks so dangerous for Mala right now, who has definitely shifted gears there with the production. So let's see. So now Trumpet is going to spot this, and she's going to have to make a choice. And I think returning is definitely the right call. I don't know if recalling inside would be ideal. Oh, but this wall is definitely not going to hold. So now Trumpet is trying to make her way back to her base to defend her production and her econ, but I don't think she's going to be able to do it. And see, look at these banelings right now rolling towards the gateway units. There's nice force fields from Trumpet to actually direct most of the banelings towards one particular spot, which I think was a good thing. But oh my god, there's just so much army for Mala, and I think Mala is not going anywhere. He's probably going to stick around here and just try to pummel through Trumpet's defense. Here we go, Mala tries to regroup, but oh, dude, he has so many units at this point. A couple of more favorable engagements and he'll be good to go. But he does have to remember, however, that that Trumpet has a defender's advantage, and she's actually doing a pretty good job there with some counter harass of her own. At least a couple of bases here are going to be in trouble. Oh, there, I like that warping. That warping is going to be so good. But in the meantime, Mala is still hurting Trumpet's economy here. He's actually going to force a recall there. A recall of workers, actually. I don't know what this was. I definitely don't know what that was, but the Immortals right now bring just so much pain to those Ravagers that makes you wonder if it does actually matter. And here we go. There's another Zealot harass on the main base. Oh, but just Mala's still going strong there. And he's actually going to pull back for now because I think he definitely needs to deal with this. It's going to start doing more damage the longer this Warp Prism stays here uncontested. Now Trumpet trying to even things up and even surpass Mala's army supply by quite a bit now. There's that worker transfer. And the Warp Prism is making its way out. So nicely played there by Trumpet. I think definitely that harass tipped the balance in our favor for sure. If you're riding, you build Phoenixes for sure. Here we go. We have more banelings rolling into this base, and I don't think this Nexus is gonna hold for long. Oh, hit it with the Banes! Hit it with the Banes, Mala! Hit it with the Banes! Oh, there we go. They're taking their sweet time apparently. Oh, really nice storms there by Trumpet. But I don't know if she's actually going to be able to run away from this because these units are just so fast. But right now, apparently Trumpet is again holding, but she did lose that Nexus and she definitely needs it right now. Another warp of reinforcements, and actually Mala's feeling very, very cocky, and it's going to take this 6th base really close to the Protoss's potential 4th. I just want to point out there's nothing in the production tab. I mean, right now there's a Cybercore, but there was nothing in the production tab for Trumpet, probably for like too long. 2 seconds too long in StarCraft. Ooh, really nice storms there by Trumpet once again. But then these units are pretty exposed there, and she's trying to move the Archons right in front of the base, but I don't know if that's the most convenient thing, but they're actually going to finish the morph, which I think is a good thing. She's going to be able to push this back once again, but she does desperately need that 4th Nexus in order for this to work. Mala trying to reposition, also trying to find another angle, just making sure the Trumpet can't get a 4th base. Oh, but look at these really nice warp-ins here. And these are doing just so much damage. Just also deterring Mala from actually attacking into Trumpet. Here we go once again with more Zealot Mumbais. Just keeping the Zerg at bay, but I am so worried that Trumpet can't get that 4th base up, and actually hasn't even attempted to for quite a few minutes. Oh, come on, Trumpet, now's the time. If there's a time to attack, it's probably right now, because once this econ starts exploding, definitely Mala will have the upper hand in terms of production. Oh, but Trumpet needs to engage. And there are no sentries for Halu Scout, and that's very, very scary. And there's also no observers, so that means that Trumpet can't keep tabs of the army of Mala as it moves around. Here we go. Now Trumpet trying to engage this this position. I think I like it because of the choke points that it has. But there's so many banelings here. But really nice storms there from Trumpet. And actually, the baneling's soaking up a bunch of those storms. More storms fall in. But these units are not attacking. Come on, Trumpet. What are you doing? Use all the units. Come on. I mean, she gets that Nexus, but the fact that these units are not doing anything is definitely wasting valuable time for Trumpet to actually be able to do something here. And here we go. Once again, more banelings are about to roll in. Let's see how many they can soak up with the Archons, and the Archons are pretty tanky there. So right now, Mala in still an even position in army, but I think he should definitely be able to overwhelm this Protoss army, which he hasn't been able to at this point. And more units coming in for Trumpet. She actually has a Warp Prism now, which is gonna definitely help with the Warp Ends. We have another Warp Prism here. I definitely like this multi-prong assault here. She's actually gonna go all the way into the main base, and she's gonna actually find the Brute Lords now, which could definitely help battling this army, but I don't know. Brute Lords are too slow, man, and Trumpet is doing so much damage to so many bases at once. Yerkin's trying to snipe those Overlords, but she's not going to be able to do that much just because the Brute Lords are here. And I want to see right now what the response from Trumpet is going to be. I'm actually pretty scared because all during this, Trumpet was not getting that 4th Nexus. So she definitely is hindered in terms of economy. She's way behind. Let's look at the workers actually, because that's going to be interesting. And still, she's still on top. It's 50 to 49. So I think overall she's done a pretty good job, but there's nowhere else to go for these workers. And that's what's going to be a little bit worrying because she already has some oversaturated bases, which means that a lot of the workers are just not gathering enough resources. And here we go. Mala is definitely preparing for another engagement here. He's easily going to be able to replenish the workers on these bases just because of the amount of hatcheries he has at this point. Oh, but Trumpet, who was doing so well in those engagements. I think that was actually the opportunity to get maybe a couple of bases up, but she actually wasn't able to do it. I think that was too like demanding in terms of multitask. Definitely missed that opportunity. But I like the position that Trumpet has. She's being a little bit bolder than Mala when facing armies and when sniping bases. So I don't know. Maybe she can still buy some time. I kind of want to believe that Trumpet can do this. I like rooting for the underdog, but this looks really, really bad right now. Like even if Mala loses this base, he still has so many workers out on the map now, 69 to 50. So I don't know what this can really do, to be honest. There's only one observer here, so like creep clearing capabilities are not that great. And also because of the Brutelings, these High Templar are always going to be so exposed there. And here we go, more Brutelings on the way, and they actually target fire the High Templar, which I really love, because that means that Trumpet won't be able to get that many Archons. But here we go. We have another run-by here for Trumpet. Trumpet is doing a great job with the run-bys, but I want her to get this 4th base, and now she is building that pylon. She has the intent of getting that 4th base, and I sincerely hope she's able to get it, because I think she's done a really good job. She's just missing the econ to back this up for sure. Here we go, Trumpet once again trying to engage this army. Now in pursuit. Just trying to find the right angle against these Brute Lords is going to be so hard. One of the things actually that I was, that Jim Rising was saying the other day that I was watching his stream, he was like, ignore the Brute Lords, go for the bases. Like, Brute Lords are slow, just go for the bases. And he completely destroyed like 6 Zurich hatcheries with bio just by ignoring just by ignoring the Brute Lords. And here we go, Trumpet is doing her best to try to engage this, but she's running out of units right now. There's the army supply, and I think it definitely favors Mala at this point. So I do believe this is definitely going to be the killing blow now. There's a couple of zealots there, but I don't think that this is going to do anything for now. Trumpet trying to still protect her units, trying the best as she can to salvage that second base, but there it goes. GG, well played, and Mala takes this game. Thanks.